Yo. All right, let's see. So we got that going. How do we do this? All right, so I can definitely see that this is here, but I'm trying to figure out how to see it. All right. So this is what it is now. Hmm. Okay, I'm starting to understand this and how it goes. I may end up having my conversations like this. I got this hit this new concept. So, but let's see. Hmm. All right, so this is the test to see what this is and what can be done. So this is the test. All right, positive, positive. Uh, I think I might end up having my live streams like this from now on, or at least a mixture of it like this, just to give it some more engagement, so to speak. So didn't really have anything to talk about. This is like a test. Um, so yeah, that's really it. Just seeing new ways to engage the audience, new give you more, sensory perception, give you more of an idea of what's going on. Um, and then we'll see. It's nice. I like it so far. Um, and I might end up just doing this like this in general. Let's see something. Let's see how this looks. Uh, so to speak, what we know. Because this is really impromptu, but it's gonna be good. Moving forward as I move forward, right? So the language we'll go through the stages and things of that later, but the language itself has several different uniliterals. You have uniliterals, you have biliterals, you have triliterals, and then you have something called a phonetic complement. Okay. Each of these portions or each of these parts of the language is very important to know in order to just even begin kind of understanding it. And even myself, like I learned it a long time ago, and I have to refresh myself just to get back into it. It's not a living language. It's not like I'm gonna go to like New York or something and really see like, oh, start speaking Neter, like, oh, Neter, ooh, Nefer, or something like that. I'm not gonna do that. Nobody does that. Who does that? Who's talking Neter? Unless you're in an intentional group. If you're in an intentional group and they're actively reconstructing the language, then of course you're gonna be talking the language. But no, who's doing that? Anyway, uniliterals, right? A uniliteral means one glyph, one sound. And then I guess I'll get to explaining what that means by one glyph, one sound, because that may not make sense to some of you, especially if you've never engaged in the language. But we'll cover that, all right? So we'll get to that. Biliteral, of course, means one glyph, two sounds. Triliteral is one glyph, three sounds. Then you have something that's called a determinative, right? A determinative is a symbol that is put at the end of a word to let you know the meaning of a word, right? So determinatives will give you meaning. And then you have another aspect of the language called a phonetic complement. Now, what a phonetic complement is a doubled, is usually a doubled or repeating glyph. And what I mean by that is repeating glyph is you might have the biliteral EH, but let's just say, let me see. All right. So you'll have BH, and that might not be 100% correct, but from what I can just remember, I think that's the BH, right? And then right, and then like it actually transliterates as BHHT. This second H here is what's known as a phonetic complement. This is not transliterated when you do your glyphs. This is, some people say it's there for what am I sorry, the ambiance for synergy, so to speak. But it's just not, we know that it's not translated when you do this. Anyway, this was kind of just practice to see how this whole setup works. But I definitely think I can get into this, and I'm gonna start doing and going live like this. Let me know what you think. Put the comments and questions. Like